Welcome to day 5 of the Meet Your True Self video series. You did it. You made the commitment to yourself. You watched these videos. I hope you did some of the assignments that were in them. You showed up for yourself. You committed time to yourself, and you should be very proud of yourself for making it through these 5 days. So kudos to you. Over the course of these last 5 days, we've done a lot of work, and we've really just touched on 5 kind of like 4 heavy topics that I hope that you continue with, and I hope that you continue to work on. We have released judgment of ourselves. We have said yes to ourselves and given permission to ourselves to invest the time, care, and energy that we need and that we deserve. We have acknowledged how we sabotage ourselves. We have taken responsibility for our behavior and the choices that we have made. We have visited some of the hidden and hurt places in us that we needed to shine light on, that we needed to stop ignoring and hiding, that we needed to embrace and love. We have done a lot of healing inner child work or shadow work. And we have also brought out our inner child to play, and we have embraced who we are. We have embraced our quirkiness. We have started to dive into and peel back those masks that we wear and to meet who we truly are, to see what we want out of life, to see who we want to be when we grow up. And I hope you had a really good time with that last exercise. Playing and being happy and enjoying where we are in life is so important. And it's so important. It's so important to love yourself and take time with yourself. So I hope you enjoyed that. We have put so much work into these last couple days together. But like I had mentioned before, it's just a tip of the iceberg. There is a lot more work that needs to be done in order to meet our authentic self and to live an empowered life. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is a practice. This is something that you have to practice every day. You are not going to be perfect at this. It is not easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Okay? So stick with it. And, sticking with daily self-care practices and all of that, it can be hard. So here's just some quick tips on how you can kind of take this to a daily practice and you can really work on it so that you can grow. So one, save this video series and revisit it whenever you need to, okay? We need reminders all the time. We need reminders to do breath work. We need reminders that it's okay to just meditate for 5 minutes a day. We need reminders to do shadow work. We need reminders to play. So keep this video series and redo it a year from now, half a year from now, whatever you want to do. Those self-care rituals that we talked about, I really want you to take it a step further and create a morning ritual that you are going to commit to. You have to do this on a daily basis, okay? Do not make this something that you judge and feel guilty about and are shameful of. Make it easy and attainable. Make your goals attainable. Don't make this crazy ass shit out here. Bring it down and create a simple morning ritual that you can do that will leave you kind of fueled up and ready for the day, okay? You can't pour from an empty bucket. Some things that we can do in the morning. Shower cleanse. We take a shower every morning. I want you to make this an even more, a great experience. I want you to let that water wash over you. I want you to feel that water is very cleansing. Water represents emotions. When you get into the elements in your witch practice, water is emotions. It's love. It's our womb. It's all the things that we hold. It's that ebb and flow, the give and take. When you take your shower in the morning, I want you to let that water wash over you. I want you to envision muck coming off of you. All the bullshit that you held on to from yesterday, all the shame and the guilt and the negative self-talk, literally wash it off of you. Envision it on your body when you wash it off of you. Pamper yourself. Wash your face, do your hair, do your makeup, send love to yourself. Make that be a morning ritual, that you're not just waking up and brushing your teeth and going to work. Take time into treating yourself like the goddess or god that you really are. Okay, Make the mundane, these simple things that we live in, make that your morning ritual. Make that shower a magical place where you release all negativity. And I say it to myself, I release all that no longer serves me, so I'm open to receive, and literally wash that shit off of yourself. Let it go. Okay? We're going to do our morning meditation. Okay? Take that 5 minutes for yourself. Do that in your car when you go to work. Okay? Take that 5 minutes to quiet your mind and tap in to you. If you don't want to do the morning meditation, do your morning mantra the whole way to work instead of listening to music or, talking negatively to yourself in your head. Repeat your morning mantra over and over to yourself. I love myself. I'm protected. I'm safe. I'm strong. Don't forget your morning mantra, okay? You can do this in your head or you can do it out loud. That's chanting. Kind of clear out your throat chakra there. So create a morning ritual that you love. Also create a nighttime ritual that you love, okay? You can do this. If you didn't have time to meditate in the morning, do it at night before you go to bed. Do it before you go to bed. You're laying in bed. Put your headphones in and listen to a 5-minute binaural beat and really check out and check in with yourself. Another thing that I like to do at night, a very easy thing to do, is I like to cut cords. In the morning, I did this with the shower, but at nighttime, what I like to do is I like to cut cords. We have energy exchanges all day, and that can be exhausting. So what I want you to do is I want you to protect your energy going forward as you tap more into your spirituality. And at the end of the day, you need to cut that energy off from other people. So I always say, Archangel Michael, I invite you in to sever my energetic cords. I release energy back to other people with love, and I take my energy back with love. And what this does, that kind of reiterates what we talked about on the previous videos about not being responsible for other people. We are not responsible for their burdens. We are not responsible for taking care of them. We are responsible for living our best life. So at nighttime, meditate, cut cords, look at your vision board book that you made for yourself. You can practice candle gazing, any of these things that you want to do. But I want you to make sure that you are taking the time in the morning and at night to check in with yourself. And this only has to be for 5 minutes. But it is so important that you are in tune with you and who you are and where you are right now and what happened to you today. Check in with yourself, send love to yourself, forgive yourself, get rid of that external clutter, and really dive into who you are, and being in tune with who you are will help you live an authentic self, help you live in your highest truth. And then every time we spend time with ourselves and every time we send love to ourselves, we are empowering ourselves. Every time you take the time to deliberately love yourself, you are pouring in so much empowerment, and it's so important. Embrace who you are, all right? Don't feel silly about the things that you discover that you like. Don't feel silly or embarrassed or shameful or guilty for who you are and what happened, from the meeting yourself in the mirror exercise. Nothing that you do is stupid or corny or silly. It's who you are. Send love to yourself and explore those. Join those groups. Learn that language. Learn that instrument. Go on those vacations. Get a different job. Buy those books. Turn off the TV and read them. Stay focused on who you are, your spiritual journey, your witchcraft practice, and stop comparing yourself to other people. Comparison is the thief of joy, without a doubt. Get off of social media. Surround yourself with people, places, and things that nourish your soul. If something is graining and insulting and pulling out the negative in you, ask yourself why that is. What is the trigger? And if it's not for you, walk away from it, okay? Say no to bad things and say yes to yourself. Check in with your guides. We did this with the free writing. You should be checking in with your guides on a daily basis. When you do your morning meditation or your nighttime journaling, anything like that, even in the shower, a lot of things can happen in the shower. This is your alone time. Take advantage of it. say to yourself in the shower, say, I am open to your messages. I'm open to your divine guidance. I am here. I'm available for your messages. Talk to your guides and take notice of the messages that they give you. In the beginning, I used to carry a notebook around and I used to write down all the symbols I used to see all the time, or be like, like I saw the number 2 all day today, or I kept on seeing a white dog all day today, or, you're going to see these messages come up, and I want you to write them down and keep track of them. And I want you to develop and really dive into talking with your guides, reaching out to them, making space for them, and understanding the language that is going to go on between the two of you. That is very, very essential for tapping into yourself and who you are. I say this all the time in my practice. You were never meant to do this alone. You have guides here to help you. So reach out and use them. Find a community that supports you for being you. I found it in my coven. Being a witch has been one of the most fulfilling things that has ever happened to me in my life. In regards of for Stephanie, obviously I find value in being a wife and a mother, but when it came to who Stephanie truly is, my coven and the group of women and men that I practice magic with and that I manifest with and that I celebrate ritual with are invaluable. They are just a huge part of who I are, and they have enabled me to break out of my shell. I was a solitary witch for a very long time before I became a witch in a coven, and there's something to be said for finding your tribe. I don't know if you're supposed to say that, for finding the people that support you, for finding the people that are meant to support you on your journey and bring out who you are and what you're meant to be. And having that community is really priceless. So I hope that you find people that support you. I hope that you let go of the people that don't support you. And I wish you the best of luck in finding your group. Find a teacher. That is a great thing that you should do. Like I said, you are not meant to do this alone. You have your spirit guides. You have your gods and goddesses that will, once you start working with them, that will definitely send you messages, especially Hecate if you opened up that can of worms. But find a teacher. Find someone who you resonate with. Find someone who can hold you accountable in your spirituality practice. Find someone who will remind you how important your practice is. Find someone that you can learn from. Find someone that you can bounce your ideas off of. Find someone that will keep you on track. Find someone that you look up to, that they can kind of like guide you on this very deep, very intense journey. And hopefully someone that you have a lot of fun with. Like I said before, play and fun and all of that is really important in finding out who you really are. It invites those muses in to bring out who you're meant to be. So reach out and find a teacher to help guide you on this path. Last but not least, make a commitment to yourself. Be impeccable with your word. A lot of times we say that we're going to do these things and they just fizzle out. Do not make goals that are so lofty that you can't keep them, but the goals that you make them attainable and keep them. Be impeccable with your word. Show up for yourself. If you are going to be your own best friend, you cannot lie to yourself. So don't do that. Don't make promises to yourself that you can't keep. If you end up breaking those promises, send forgiveness and love to yourself. Don't make this another thing for you to beat yourself up with. But reinvest in yourself. Make sure to spend that time with yourself. I listed some very easy daily practices. 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night to send love to yourself. And if you say to yourself, as time goes on and you start making more commitments to yourself, I'm going to read these books. I'm going to find my teacher. I'm going to be part of this community. Then do it. We talk a lot. We talked about time, and that comes up again. Your time is precious, so make it count. You are the best investment that you will ever make. You are the most important person in your life. We have been taught a lot of times as women, and even men too, to put ourselves last and put those around us first. That leaves us bitter, that leaves us angry, and that leaves us very confused as to who we are and what we want out of life, and blaming everyone for where we are and how unhappy we are. take that power back, make that commitment to yourself that you are in charge. You are writing your own story. You need to put yourself first and truly love yourself and live in an authentic life. Live a life of truth of who you are. And that love will shine out of you and it will overflow on the other relationships in your life. You're not robbing from other people when you love yourself. The best thing that ever happened to my kids was when I, as a mother, started loving myself. My kids see a very strong, happy mom who has a very fulfilling life. Instead of, a mom who was not present and who was angry and bitter and yelling at them all the time and pissed off at their dad, right? Once I started working on myself and made that commitment to myself and my journey and my practice and my craft, everything fell into place. You cannot take care of other people. You cannot live life as a life of a servant and expect to live a happy, empowered life. So make that commitment to yourself. Do not feel guilty. Do not, think that you're robbing from other people. You are just as important as everybody else that you take care of. Make sure you make that commitment to yourself. This is your life. No one else's. Nobody lets to tell you what to do or tell you who you are. Embrace your journey. Enjoy it. Love it. Love where you are. Enjoy your good times. Learn your lessons from the bad times. Take responsibility for yourself. Journal, meditate, breathe, be present. Remember to play and enjoy being you. That's all you have to do is be you, be present. The world needs more people to be themselves. Enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this video series, and I hope that I gave you some skills and some next steps into meeting your authentic self and living an empowered life. It's not easy. It's a practice. Stay with it. Make that commitment to yourself and enjoy it.